Hi, friends.
Hello! Hello, friends.
Welcome to Medley Festival.
The old Medfest, the infamous Medfest.
Medfest. Which I haven't been playing at all. Like, no excuses. I just decided to take this one off.
I was playing it a little bit at the start because it has a story.
Yeah,
which
it does.
Very nice and very cool because that's a thing that we've been missing since like token events way back in the day.
Yeah.
There are people who started playing after events stopped having stories in them, and I just think that's so sad. Alexa, please play Takaramonos.
That's true. Like, event stories were actually a long time ago now.
They were. The last one was literally Under the Starry Sky, which was the Rin Nozo one, I think. Anyway, it's and if you look in the like other stories thing, that's the last one.
Oh yeah, that must.
But I don't know if that is actually the last one. But oh no, sorry, Nico's Secret Survey.
Oh, that one.
That one.
About her like three sizes. What a silly one that was.
Yeah, I loved that card. The little like Doctor Angel Nico. It was very
yes, cute. That's one of my favorites. I'm just gonna jump right in because I've got 3 songs to play.
Yeah, we've got whole medleys to do each. So I'm very glad that they've brought back stories because I'm hoping this means that they're gonna do them in the future. And obviously on Osanpo, or sorry, what are they called?
Adventure Time.
Adventure Stroll. All I could think of was strolling.
Time.
All I could think of was Strolling Fest, and I was like, that's wrong.
Strolling Fest.
It's really wrong. But those obviously have story in them, which is really cool, and one of the reasons that I like them. Where they are currently definitely the reigning champ in terms of event types.
Definitely.
Because the stories are cool. And
they are
especially cool on the Muse side, because we don't get Muse stories very often anymore.
Yeah, I think that's really what's been the sweetest thing, is because I just miss Muse so much. Like,
me too.
I don't even care about hiding my bias anymore. Like, I just love Muse so much.
Yeah.
And
I think it is perfectly acceptable for both of us, for anybody, to have a bias, and we are both definitely biased toward Muse.
Yeah, like we got in when it was just Muse, so I think it's understandable.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah, I've been following this franchise since it started, y'all. It's been like almost 10 years.
84 years.
It's been 84 years. Idolmaster just had their 13th anniversary, and I'm like, oh, I haven't quite been with them for 13 years, but I have been with them for like 8 or 9, and
which is very cool. Honestly.
It's really quite cool to follow a franchise for so long. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm playing Donna Tokimozuto.
Donna, touch my zucchini.
Donna, don't.
Donna, no.
Oh, now I have.
No, Donna, no zucchini.
Angry. I got Takaramonos now, so Alexa is in fact playing it. Aki, play Takaramonos.
Aki, play Takaramonos. So I don't, as previously stated, I think many times, I'm not super into bathing suit cards.
Yeah. These
are bathing suit cards. I will say, Honk's little hood on her bathing suit top is cute.
It's very cute. I think Maki's got a fan. I'm not looking at them right now. So
yeah, she has a fan, which is kind of cute. She has one eyeball.
Your favorites. You love when anime girls have one eyeball.
I cannot say it enough. There's just something about anime eyes that doesn't work when they wink, because there's no... The rest of the face doesn't move, so it just kind of looks like there's one eye that's open. It's like someone poked them in the eye. It's not like they're winking, it just kind of looks like they're injured.
Old tomato hair, one eye.
Old tomato hair, one eye. Oh, left eye Maki.
No tomato, yeah.
Yeah. So I can't say I have strong feelings one way or the other about these cards, except for just kind of being like, well, they look happy.
Yeah. I think Honk and Maki as a pair is kind of cute.
Yeah, they are very cute together, and they are cute unidolized, especially. Honk obviously has like the cutest face.
Of course.
And anytime Honk has a bag, I'm just like, there's something about it. It's really cute. What's she got in there?
Yeah, she's just ready to go. It's probably like a bunch of useless shit, honestly.
It's snacks. It's
bread. She has
it's just full of bread.
It's just bread and like 5 forks for some reason. She doesn't use them for anything. 3 of them are dirty.
Yeah, like one time someone told her that she should bring utensils with her when she goes to the beach, and she's just like, okay.
5 years ago, and they're just still sitting in there. This was me for a long time. I used to just like have utensils.
I remember when I was in high school and when I was doing a lot of musical theater, which meant being at rehearsal for a long time, I started carrying around this fucking backpack that I was like, I'm gonna be prepared for anything.
I'm gonna be that girl.
I'm gonna have painkillers and band-aids, and like I had like everything that a person could want. I had like a sewing kit. I just like everything. I like restocked it every month to make sure that I always had everything. So I was always the person who could be like, oh yeah, I've got that at every rehearsal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've got a headache. And be like, I've got ibuprofen or aspirin or Tylenol if you're allergic. I've got Halls. I've got Tums. I was like that guy.
We got snacks on snacks.
I got snacks on snacks on snacks.
Come on, your girl. I see you breathing heavy.
I got Snapple. Yeah, because that part of me hasn't really changed, although I don't carry around a backpack full of tricks anymore.
No, but you are often quite prepared, especially
I
at
like
cons
being
and the
prepared.
like.
I was never a Boy Scout, but I did always like the motto.
Yes, it's a good motto.
Being prepared.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would just, like, I had this thing, like, you know how I have things about stuff? So...
Yeah, I do know how you have things about stuff. The funny thing is that's super vague, but I know exactly what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. So, for a while, my thing was that, I don't know what it was.
My thing about stuff was that.
Was that, like, okay, so, like, I would bring, like, food places to work, to school, etc. And, like, I just couldn't take the cutlery out of my bag. Like, I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. So I would just have, like, dirty forks in my... Why am I confessing this on YouTube? I just...
Wait, I'm sorry. You had forks, like, utensils that were unwashed.
Yeah.
Just sitting in your bag.
Sometimes I would forget a fork and, like, be forced to wash one, like, in the like bathroom sink at school or whatever. I would, like, take I would, like, take my bowls and, like, Tupperware and shit out, but, like, I guess the forks were just hard enough to get to that I was like, I can't do this. This is too much.
You know what?
For me.
If it makes you feel any better at all, I can probably do you one better than that. Although I was probably younger than you were when this happened.
Oh,
to you.
I got a scouting ticket.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was like a teenager, like in my 20s. Like,
yeah,
no
this was when I was in elementary school. But when I was in elementary school, and my mom made the executive decision to stop making my lunches for me, and I had to start making my lunches myself.
Right.
One of the biggest struggles of my young life was my mom trying to get me to empty my lunchbox the day, like, after school reliably.
Right.
Sometimes I would just let it sit in my bag for, like, days on end. Because I didn't always pack myself a lunch, because I had a thing about eating when I was younger.
Yeah, I didn't eat lunch when I was, like, a teenager.
I hated eating lunch when I was in elementary school. I just didn't like doing it, and I don't really know what the deal with that was, but I don't know, kids do all sorts of weird stuff. It was a thing I had. I hated eating lunch. So I wouldn't pack myself a lunch sometimes, which meant that a lot of the time my lunchbox was just sitting in my backpack.
Just, like,
untouched until it was like too late to do it with any kind of dignity.
Yeah.
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 That was like the first, that's like the walk of shame. The first walk of shame.
And, like, you can't hide it because it's like, this has just been sitting here and it's gross now.
Yeah. And, like, I have to go wash it in the kitchen sink, and, like, we didn't have a big house, and, you know, everyone's home all the time. So.
Yeah. It's like, well, Chrissu did the thing again.
Yeah, he did.
His thing with his stuff.
I was a very messy child, honestly. You wouldn't know it about me now, because I literally cleaned up my apartment in preparation for the stream tonight. Even though there's not going to be people physically in my home, I was like, I want to make sure my house looks nice for our guests.
For our guests. I'm done playing songs, so let's switch to you.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So what was I saying before we switched?
You're talking about being bad at being children.
I was really bad at being a child.
Why are we talking about forks and all that stuff? Oh, we're talking about Honk's bag. I think it's because she kind of looks like working mom Honk again, and I'm like really.
It does. I think I have a sneaking suspicion it might actually just be the same, like, art / model or whatever.
Highly possible. Highly possible.
Oh my god, I got Psychic Fire.
Nice.
Actually, got Psychic Fire, Trouble Busters, and something.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Which is very exciting.
That's gonna be fun to play with the audio lag, eh?
Oh my god, you're right. And, like, the slightly choppy video that I end up with.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Psycho.
I gotta pop in Honk.
Oh, how fortuitous.
I got two BB songs for my BB Smile team, so that's actually pretty cool.
Nice. I'm actually looking up Working Honk Mom right now to see if it is. No, she has the bag on the other side in Working Mom Honk.
Maybe they just mirrored it then.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can do that, you know.
wondering. You can. Let's see. Which is like fine.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Like they have a lot of cards to crank out. Like this is not a judgment. I'm just like.
You know, they are really similar. She's like.
This is just a theory. A game.
No, it's pretty close, but not quite the same. I like both of them a ton, so it's like this is fine. This is a pose I don't mind seeing over and over again on Honk, honestly.
Oh, me neither. I really don't. Like I said, it really
go.
wasn't a judgment. It was just an observation.
Yeah.
School idol theory.
It's really nice that we have a Honk event because it's her birthday.
It is today, in
Yeah,
fact.
the day of this recording is her birthday. Happy Honk Day. And it was
Man,
Chica's birthday.
I'm sorry, I'm just having, like, this is a completely unrelated, I'm just, like, being reminded of how good a song Psychic Fire is.
Like, who gave it the right?
Who gave this song the right to be this good?
It's so good. Psychic Fire is one of the best idol songs ever written.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that is, like, it's probably a bold statement to make given the vast catalog of idol songs, but Psychic Fire is just, like, on another level.
It is. It's up there with, like, Heavy Rotation as far as, like, iconic idol sounds go, I think.
Yeah, it just
goes so hard, it doesn't stop.
It goes so hard, and, like, a lot of idol music can have a sameness to it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it's a genre.
Exactly.
So, like, it's gonna have, like, a style.
Yep.
But Psychic Fire manages to really stand out.
Yeah.
While still sounding idly.
Yeah. It's like genre defining to me. You know what I mean?
And honestly, Trouble Busters is up there for me too, just because it sounds so strange.
Trouble Busters is so weird. It reminds me a lot of love novels.
Yeah.
Because
but it's good.
Yeah, like, because I don't really like love novels. I like parts of it, but the instrumentation is just so weird that I can't get behind love novels. And Trouble Busters also has, like, really weird instrumentation, but in a way that I can digest and enjoy.
One of the things that always comes to mind with Trouble Busters is the fact that it was the event song for an event where Maki was the card.
Yes.
Despite the fact that this is a Nico center song and they repeatedly say Nico's name.
Just over and over again. Yeah. Nico? Yeah, I don't know. I think they've just accepted the fact that Maki and Nico are a unit.
Yeah. Maki is just the #1 Nico stan.
She is. She really is.
Whoops.
Yeah, we still have, like, the weekend, basically, for the event, so I'm
gonna play it this weekend so that I can get all the story unlocked.
Yes, that's my goal.
And I think that I haven't checked the rewards on this, but if all things are the same, then there's, like, an early scouting ticket these days for event points, I think.
Let's have a looky. There's a story at 4,000. At one. Okay, so there's a story at 1,100.
Okay.
The last story, I think. Yeah, that's the last story. Is at 22. Oh my god, I can't say numbers. 22,500.
Okay.
So it's like just before the Maki at 25k. So it's a bit of playing. I'm gonna do my best, I guess, and see where it goes. I don't really see any scouting tickets. Yeah, the earliest scouting ticket is 75k, so.
Oh, okay, I think I might just, because I remember that a couple, probably many events ago, there was a scouting ticket at, like, a really low points tier.
There was. I don't remember what kind of event that was. Maybe
I want to say it was a token event?
Yeah, I think
that could be total bullshit.
I think you're right. I think it was part of, like...
Which part? That it's true or that it's bullshit?
The part where it's true. Yeah, I think you're right. That's total bullshit. Totally. I think it was, like, part of their way to kind of soup up token events, if I recall correctly.
I think, I mean, actually no, Score Match is now the least event to me. Like, it's the lesser of all events.
Yeah, it's I don't know if many people enjoy it anymore, honestly. I think it was always kind of the most hated, and then when the MMR happened, it was just like, no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I remember the first time the MMR was sort of interesting, and then eventually it just, I don't know, lost all charm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because for several score matches in a row, they were like still trying to make the MMR actually work in a way that made any sense.
Yeah.
So every event, it was like slightly different.
Yeah, it was super confusing and not a great time in my opinion. But like I've completely given up on like ever having like high scores or any of that stuff. So it doesn't bother me too much.
There was a brief window where I was doing really well and getting like song tiers, but that window has shut.
Yeah.
That window is closed. It's been latched.
Barred.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not part of my journey.
Before version 4, I was a tier 1 scorer.
Yeah.
But that window is really close. I'm like in tier 4 these days. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, I don't even really know.
Yeah. I don't think I even check anymore.
Woohoo, a story.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, and 2 max bonded Nikos for me. Because that was bonding.
Quite topical. I think I was too, and pretty sure that SSR knows me on my team was bonding. That or she's just there and I forgot to take her off.
Sadly, I did not get any scouting tickets. But
oh well. I'm surprised that I got one.
Oh.
What?
The band leader Haneo is in the box.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
She's really beautiful. She's so happy
beautiful.
that she got this card because
me too.
Tennis was really pretty and nice, but I feel like this suits her a lot more.
I agree.
It's really nice. This is one of those sets where when it first came out, for some reason I thought I just didn't like it, period. I think it maybe is the colors.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
They're just not my style. I don't like warm colors.
I mean, the marching band thing isn't really your gig.
No, it's like the Hello Happy World default outfits I also strongly dislike because they're the same kind of vibe. But the more I look at the idolized versions, the more I realize how like actually really creative they are.
Yeah, they're really neat.
Yeah.
And each one is very distinct, which is really cool.
Yeah, and they're really like they're really inspired by instruments, and they all look really, I guess you said they're really unique already. They all look really different from each other, which is really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, there's a third
there's also boxes for the third years. There's also this honk step-up box for her birthday, and there's also this limited honk box.
Right.
Also for her birthday.
The whale box.
Good luck if you're scouting in any of those.
Yes.
Please, once again, exercise caution with the limited UR box because it is a trap.
It is a whale trap, so please be careful.
Pull responsibly when it comes to this box.
Yes.
Like, go for it if you want the card, just,
go in with a budget.
And have a reasonable expectation.
Yes, exactly. It is very possible to not get any URs from that. It's also really possible to get pulls that are only rares, which is truly evil.
It's actually quite likely that you will get pulls that are only rares.
Yeah.
Because of the 200-ish cards that are in there, 160 of them are rares.
Yeah, you could just get nothing
Keep that
but
in
rares
mind.
for a while.
You could also, in theory, get a pull that's nothing but super rares in a UR, but that's super unlikely.
Yeah,
so.
it is. There's also, don't forget, there is the free scout for Maki, and there's also the free scout for Kanon. So
yeah, which we didn't realize until like earlier this week.
Yeah.
Which we should have, because I saw people posting scouts on Twitter, and I was like, why is everyone scouting for Kanon and Maki? And it didn't click at all.
I just didn't
And there are
even
more
notice.
free scouts coming up for the second place girls, or well, in the first place Aqua Girl and the second place Muse Girl, because it did this funny thing where they did a box with the first place Muse Girl and the second place Aqua Girl.
It's
and then they're
super
gonna swap.
strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good luck on those. I don't think we'll record the next ones. We didn't record these ones. We have them on Twitter if you're interested.
Yeah.
So we'll probably
the same
just
thing again.
Yeah. So sometimes it's fun to kind of casually pull when you're a YouTuber.
It is.
Yeah. I
think that's it. I think we've rambled on long enough.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well
welcome to Chili's.